Welcome to another edition of Butler's Inventor Playground. In this episode, we're going to take a look at how to create the crayon pole. We just got finished creating the other poles, the main pole, the long pole, and the short pole. This one's a little bit different, so we're going to take some time to take a look at this. Once again, we're going to use our revolve tool, and we're going to create this profile here, and then revolve it around the y-axis. So that's full like this. Okay. Now, to start off with, we kind of have a little angle line that's up here, and we're going to save that for last. So we're going to start with our origin down here. We're going to come over with a line, 1.5, straight up with another line that is 24 inches tall, and then we're going to come back into the left with this little line at 0.15. Then, once we have that finished, we're going to start at our origin again. We're going to go up 28.25. We're going to go over to the right 0.30, and then we're just going to connect the end point here to the end point here to create this profile. Once we have that profile created, then we're going to revolve it around our y-axis just like we did for the regular poles. Okay, let's get started on this one. We're going to go File, orange file in the top, down to New. We're going to select standard.ipt. We're going to get our 2D sketch, the drawing with the green plus mark, and we're going to place that on our XY plane. And of course, before we start, it's always good practice. Click Front in your World View Cube to zoom out. And we're going to start with our line tool from here. Now once again, let's take a look at our drawing. This should be open from your packet next to you. We're going to start it from our origin right here on the corner. We're going to go to the right, 1.50. We're going to go up 24 inches. And then we're going to go to the left, 0.15. Okay? So let's take a look at how to create those lines. We're going to use our line tool from the ribbon bar at the top. We're going to go to our origin. Once we get our green dot, click, let go of the mouse button, stretch out this line. We want to make sure that we're straight, and if you could see when I'm here and it snaps, you get that little gray box and you can see 0.0 degrees. We want to make sure we're at 0.0 degrees. Take your hand off your mouse and we're going to type on the keyboard 1.50. Once you've typed 1.50 and we're at 0 degrees, press enter on the keyboard. Now we're going to take our mouse and we're going to go straight up. Make sure we have 90 degrees selected for our view. We also have that gray box that shows up that shows that we're directly 90 degrees, and we're going to type in a distance of 24 inches. Press enter on the keyboard. Now it kind of got out of sight for us, so let's go over to our World View Cube. Click Front in our World View Cube to zoom all. And now we're going to come over to the left hand side, 0.15. Make sure your degree selection is at 90 degrees. And in the blue box, we're going to type in 0.15 inches and press enter on the keyboard. Press the escape key to take a look at what we've created. So we have 1.5 down at the bottom, 24 inches tall, and we have 0.15 at the top. Okay, so now we need to go back to our origin again. We're going to grab our line tool from the ribbon bar at the top. We're going to start at our origin once again. Make sure you get your green dot. We're going to go straight up. Make sure you're at 90 degrees. And for this dimension, let's take a look at this. For this dimension, we're going to go up 28.25, and then we're going to go over to the right 0.30 this dimension here. And once we get to that point, we're just going to click the end point on the opposite side to make this angled line. Okay, back to our drawing. So I'm going to go straight up with my mouse, make sure I'm at 90 degrees. I'm going to take my hand off my mouse once I'm at 90 degrees, and I'm going to type in 28.25. Press enter on the keyboard. That kind of shot up way off our screen here, so I'm going to click front in my world view cube to zoom all. Now I'm going to direct my mouse to the right hand side, and I'm going to be at 90 degrees for my angle, and I'm going to enter in a distance of 0.30 for the length of that line. Press enter on the keyboard. Okay, so now when I zoom in up here at the top, I end up with my 0.30 up here, and now I have my 0.15 line down here. I'm still going to take and just bring this down, get my green dot. Once I have a green dot, I'm going to click to connect that shape. If you accidentally pressed escape or let go of that green or the line tool, and we don't have our line tool at this endpoint, it's not a big deal. We can go up to a ribbon bar, select your line tool again, make sure you're getting the green dot on the endpoint of this short line. Green dot, click, and then we're going to come down to the bottom, and we're going to get a green dot down here, and we're going to click again. Press the escape key. Let's click front in our world view cube. Now we have that shape created. Let's take a look at our drawing to see what to do next. So we're going to draw this profile of the crayon pole, then we're going to revolve around the y-axis. Okay, so let's take a look at how to do that. Our drawing is done, the profile is finished. We're going to click green check mark in the ribbon bar at the top. We're going to go to our home view right next to our world view cube so that we can see what we're doing. And we're going to go up to our ribbon bar and select revolve from the ribbon bar at the top. Once again, this profile should highlight blue to show that it automatically selects it. If it does not, you may have to automatically or click in here to select that shape. Then we're going to select our axis, and we're going to revolve around the y-axis. We want to do it on the left-hand side of our profile, not the right-hand side. The left-hand side is what we're going to select. Once it revolves it around, you can see that it kind of took our shape here, and then it spun it around 360 degrees in order to create that cylinder. Click OK. I'm going to go home so we can view what we have. And now that we have our part created, that looks awesome. We're going to go up to the orange file in the top left-hand corner, go down to Save As, and once again we're going to save this into our H drive. Make sure your H drive is selected, first initial 000, and part 8 is not a very good name for this part, so we're going to highlight that and change it to Crayon Pole. Once you have your H drive selected, Crayon Pole for the file name, click Save. Excellent, nice job. You just finished the crayon pole. We're going to move on to the next drawing, which is going to be for your climbing wall. See you in the next episode.